Rock and roll continued last night thanks to another shutout performance by the pitching staff. And a couple of solo shots from B.J. Upton and Desmond Jennings defeating the Orioles 2-0. Tonight, right-hander Jeremy Hellickson goes to the hill looking for his third consecutive win. Rays baseball starts now on Sun Sports. Coming home off a 6-3 road trip last night, the Rays opened this 6-game homestand with a victory over the Baltimore Orioles. And tonight it is game 2 of this 3-game series between the Rays and Baltimore. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Stats. So good to have you looking in. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis in just a moment. Pitching continues to be the strength of this ball club. We saw more of it last night, and the last couple times out for Jeremy Hellickson, reminiscent of his Rookie of the Year season a year ago.
Absolutely. And what about what Jeremy did in his last start, feeling under the weather out there on the West Coast, and he goes 6 strong innings, gives up just 2 hits, no runs, and really his last 2 starts, both on that very long road trip the Rays just came back from. Look at the numbers. He gave up 1 earned run in 12 1/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, no walks, and you're right, it goes back to his Rookie of the Year campaign. He has really simplified the approach and gone back to the fastball changeup combo, occasional curveball, to much success.
And as we take a look at our Southern Ford dealers starting pitching matchup, Hellickson after victory number 7 tonight. Jeremy comes in 6-6, and he is opposed by Wei-In Chin, the left-hander. The Rays have seen him twice this year. They beat them twice. In fact, the last time it was a matchup between Hellickson and Chin, and the Rays won that game 3-1. Last night, a big night for not only B.J. Upton, but his brother Justin as well. And Todd Callis will take a further look into the family Upton.
back to Tropicana Field. O's and Rays middle game of a 3-game series. Both B.J. Upton and his brother Justin Upton hit home run 99 each on July 20th, number 99 in their career. And here we are on August the 3rd, last night, and they were able to pick up a big milestone together again. Justin Upton against Kyle Kendrick, second inning in Philadelphia, hits this bomb to left field to give the Diamondbacks the early 1-0 lead. Then 54 minutes later, that was at 7:22 at 8:16 Eastern, B.J. Upton hits his 10th of the year, his 100th of his career to straightaway center field against Tommy Hunter. So for the Uptons, they become the 6th pair of brothers with 100 each. They are the youngest of those 6 pair. And 100 career home runs for a boss man gives him 100 home runs, 200 steals before the age of 28. He is one of 8 players in Major League Baseball history to do that. When BJ led off the 4th inning, he said he wasn't aware of his younger brother's accomplishment.
No idea, and I guess I hit it, and I guess he hit his minutes before mine, and they told me when I got back to the dugout, so that's pretty cool. We went 20-20 together, and to get 100 on the same day is pretty cool.
First of all, congratulations to the family Upton. That's an incredible feat. I did not know until after it had happened, and then somebody did mention it, that Justin had already done that. That's Mom and Dad have to be really proud tonight. Brothers have to feel great about it, but just think about being the parents of that moment. That's pretty neat.
Congratulations to Manny and Yvonne, along with their sons BJ and Justin. 100 career home runs. We're inside of 3 minutes until the first pitch. Tonight, it's the Orioles and the Rays. Wei-Yin Chen against Jeremy Hellickson. Enjoy all the action right around the corner on Sun Sports.
To you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today for great deals on the amazing lineup of Toyota vehicles. Toyota, moving forward. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. By Tires Plus, the plus is in everything we do. And by Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife and Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. Rays and the Orioles cruising into the middle game of this series here at Tropicana Field. The Rays start the night running second in the American League East, a half game out of the second wild card spot. Here is the lineup for Baltimore. Nick Markakis again leading off, followed by J.J. Hardy and Chris Davis, the DH, up in the third spot in front of Adam Jones. Matt Wieters, then Wilson Benameet. Nate McLeod just joining the team from Norfolk. Mark Reynolds will hit 8th at first, and Omar Quintanilla is the second baseman batting ninth.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. You see the season breakout there. 3.23 earned run average, very good. But Jeremy has been outstanding his last 2 times out. Actually, on the last road trip for the Rays, went 2-0 in those 2 games, gave up just 5 hits and 1 earned run in 12 1/3 innings of work, striking out 9, walking nobody. Let's take a look at the defense as it lines up behind Jeremy tonight in the outfield. Left to right, Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton, and Sam Fold. Across the infield, third to first, Ryan Roberts, Sean Rodriguez, Ben Zobrist, and Carlos Pena. Jose Molina will be behind the plate. Tonight's Rays defense brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the new Sweet Spot Burger.
Jeremy Hellickson putting the finishing touches on those warm-up pitches. He's all set to play baseball.
By the way, I want to take this quick moment to thank you and Todd and Orestes for allowing me, and Brad Bartle for that matter, the producer of the pregame show, for allowing me to do my pregame segment with a shrub in my teeth. Thank you.
Well, I just thought I'd take care of our stand-up. Pregame, not my domain. Stand-up it is.
Yeah.
You were clean.
I was.
For the
I'm going to take what came out, take it home and plant it.
So your argument's with the pregame boys, not me.
Play ball.
So here's Nick Markakis stepping in. And the first pitch of this game. And it's a strike call. First pitch presented by Pinch-A-Penny. Markakis at 289, 10 home runs and 32 runs batted in. He had a hit his first time up last night. Fouls this one right back, 0-2. Hardy next, and then Davis. And Hellickson right back in with the 0-2 and a hopper foul. That's going to carry out a play. Markakis back off the DL. And he's hitting .359 in the leadoff spot. And a fractured hamate bone in his right hand. Here's the 0-2 again. It's a bit up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and strikes tonight. Marquez, a 13-year plus veteran now in the major leagues. And Markakis lays off the changeup. And what we've seen of Hellickson recently has been more of what we saw consistently last year. Pop foul out of play, a fastball at 92.
Well, his approach has just been simplified. I mean, he has gone back to the combination of pitches where he had so much success. The fastball, changeup, curveball, and really trying to stay on top of mastering those 3 pitches. And you see his numbers against the Orioles all time there, but most recently he has been very good, very efficient.
2-2. Markakis pops it foul. That's going to carry out a play. That was a fastball coming into Markakis. So Markakis doing what a leadoff man is supposed to do here. He's forcing the pitcher to make a lot of pitches. So it's going to be at least an 8-pitch at bat. And now Markakis works the count full. Hellickson misses with a fastball.
Jeremy kind of ran away from that fastball. They wanted that. Jose Molina and Jeremy wanted that fastball in, and he got going too quick towards the first base line. Just kind of ran away from that. That ball ended up and away.
3-2. And it's down. Missed with a fastball low. So Markakis draws the walk and really worked for that walk.
Let's take a quick look at our scouting report on Jeremy Hellickson and his pitch breakout, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida. This was his last start against the Angels. Fastballs, changeup, curveball. Interestingly enough, how about this right here? 0 on the cutters. He has gone back to those 3 main pitches. That works out to about 44% fastball, changeup each, and 12% curveball. And you can certainly understand that kind of a breakout against the Angels because they see the fewest pitches per plate appearance of any team in the American League.
J.J. Hardy, in the first pitch, he takes for a strike. That's a fastball.
You know, a lot of times you want to see a little bit more of the fastball than the changeup and then the curveball. But when you're facing a team that's that aggressive, that changeup's obviously going to come back into play, and that's why you see those numbers elevated.
Yeah, and you would think that you might see the same here. This is not a patient lineup that he's facing tonight. The Orioles don't walk a lot. This one is down. Changeup, 1-1. They came into the series 11th in the league in walks and 12th in the league in on-base percentage.
And they hit home runs.
Yeah.
So they're aggressive and they're still smarting after not being able to score last night. So you would expect them to come out really hacking tonight. And a very good beginning here. Markakis working that 10-pitch at-bat and drawing the walk.
The 1-1, cut the miss. Had him out in front.
See, that's the thing that's effective about Jeremy Hellickson and his changeup. He doesn't have a ton of movement with his fastball, and he doesn't have a ton of movement with the changeup. It really looks exactly, they completely mimic each other. Where some other guys, you know, they'll have a little bit of run with the fastball and then a lot of depth on the changeup.
He's ahead of Hardy. And he strikes him out. Boy, had him out in front on the change and late on the fastball at 92.
You want to see 2 back-to-back pitches where a hitter's caught in between. The changeup and then this. 92 and J.J. Hardy tardy.
One on and 1 out. Here's the designated hitter, Chris Davis. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One on, 1 out. Top of the first. Rays have won 3 in a row coming into this game, and 7 of their last 10. Just off the plate. 2-0. And Marquez in the past has not been aggressive on that outside corner to a left-handed hitter. He will shorten up the plate a little bit. It's not going to be wide, normally speaking, with him behind the plate.
Oh, that's just great.
Well, we'll see. People change sometimes. 2-0 and a foul ball.
Well, you know what you would often see, and it may have changed now. We see it occasionally where it really stands out, but umpires a lot of times will start out tight. They'll start out very tight with their strike zone, and if the pitcher out there shows command and shows that he's able to put the ball basically where he wants to move the ball around, then you'll start to see him widen it a little bit for him.
And I think a lot of strikes that are called balls are because they miss where the catcher sets up.
Yeah. And vice versa. If you're out there struggling with your command and then all of a sudden you pop one right down at the knees on the outside corner, you may not get that call.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you do it another couple of times, you'll get that pitch. If not, borderline pitchers are going to go against you.
2-1 the count to Chris Davis. A big cut there. He was trying to lift that one. And it's 2-2.
Boy, did you see his front hip really come out right down the first base line? pulling off that fastball. Watch the front hip of Chris Davis just completely leak out.
Davis with 18 home runs on the year. And a cut and a miss. He strikes him out. Got him with a fastball. You know, Davis is now 1 out of 9 lifetime against Hellickson with 6 strikeouts. But he's up in the 3rd spot in the order tonight.
Yeah, interesting move there by Buck Showalter, and it's obvious because, you know, Jeremy's not going to blow you away, even though this one here, again, tardy. Chris Davis and that at bat looking changeup for that particular pitch. You don't get beat by 92 miles an hour that badly unless your mind's a little somewhere else.
Well, here's Adam Jones. He's about as dangerous to Hellickson as any hitter in this lineup, and of course that could be true almost any time you play this Baltimore club, because Jones has really come into his own the last couple of years. Right now, 24 home runs. And a swing and a miss on a breaking ball, curveball there. Well, there's a percentage of changeups, and you see where Hellickson ranks right behind James Shields now on the season in the American League.
That's a high percentage, but it's a good pitch for all 5 of those pitchers. We just saw Tommy Malone and Jared Parker out in Oakland. Vargas not too long before that, so change the speed, guys. Move the ball around, back and forth, in and out.
Cut to miss. Fastball, starts it with the curve, then the fastball, 2 strikes.
Just a great mix. This is another fastball at 92 that is powered right by Adam Jones.
A walk to Markakis. He's at first. Sends strikeouts of Hardy and Davis. 20 pitches in the inning. 9 of those to Markakis to start this inning. The 0-2, and a base hit headed up the middle into center field. That was another breaking ball, and Jones reaching out sent it just to the shortstop side of the second base bag.
I'll tell you what, this particular pitch and hit right here, it was a good pitch. It was a better swing and a better hit. Nothing wrong with that breaking ball there to Adam Jones, looking to put him away, and watch how he has to swing at this. And you notice in this at bat, he just goes down and plays pepper with the middle of the field, but he's way up in the box, so he was able to get to that. If he's back in the box with his foot on that back line,
yeah, he's not going to get to the breaking ball.
No way.
There's Matt Wieters. 2 on, 2 out. And a fastball strike around the knees. The Orioles last night threatened in the first against Matt Moore. Actually loaded the bases and left them that way. They threatened in the first inning tonight. 2 men on, 2 men out. Wieters with that back foot on the very back line of the box. Pitch inside. 1-1. There's the strike. Takes a breaking ball. Breaking ball for strike 2. That's going to be out of the reach of Zobrist into right. Pulled up with it. His throw's headed toward third at the run scoring. The runner at third is safe. Markakis scores from second. Jones to third on the base hit by Wieters. And it's 1-0 Baltimore.
Here it is, this ball trying to get it in on Wieters, and he's able to pull the hands in and just get this out of the reach of Ben Zobrist. Sam Fold figuring he's got a better shot at third, comes up firing there. Markakis will score. Jones just does get in third base.
So it's first and third for Wilson. Vetemite. Vetemite hitting .264. Over 300 from the left side. The curveball, he fouls that away. Strike one.
Boy, that leadoff walk comes back to bite you. A very good at bat by Markakis to get on. Looked like Jeremy was going to get out of it. Adam Jones is able to very awkwardly pop one into center field, and then Wieters.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball off the plate in. And it's 1-1. Vetemite pinch hit in last night's game in the 8th inning and struck out. Starting at third base tonight. Cut the miss. Ball, it's 1-2. Piece of that one. Another curveball. Well, this next pitch by Hellickson will be the 30th here in the first inning. So a lot of pitches early. A shot with the fastball and missed with it, and down to second base went Wieters. That's a stolen base for Wieters.
Well, here it is, close pitch, doesn't get the call, but Matt Wieters just waltzes into second base. Nobody covered, no attempt to throw.
So 2 men in scoring position now. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to second. Zobrist has it. The throw to first in time to retire the side. Baltimore in with one. Bottom of the first coming. Rays coming in to hit. Definition brought to you by H.H. Gregg. Lineup for the Rays. Desmond Jennings leads off, followed by B.J. Upton and Ben Zobrist. Jeff Keppinger, the DH, hits cleanup. Carlos Pena, then Sean Rodriguez, Sam Poole, Ryan Roberts, and Jose Molina, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
Now taking the mound tonight for the Baltimore Orioles is left-hander Wei-Yin Chen, in his 22nd start of the season. Good numbers for the rookie. 9-6, 3.65 earned run average. And we had a start 2 starts ago against the Rays where he went 6 2/3, gave up 3 earned runs, and took the loss in that ball game. But the follow-up start, his last start, was against the Oakland A's. And he went 5 2/3, no earned runs, struck out 12 in picking up a win.
Well, the Rays will see him for the 3rd time this year.
Take a quick look at the Baltimore defense as it lines up behind him in the outfield, left to right. Nate McLeod, Adam Jones, and Nick Markakis across the infield, 3rd to 1st. Wilson Betemit, J.J. Hardy, Omar Quintanilla, and Mark Reynolds. Matt Wieters will be behind the plate. Tonight's Oriole defense brought to you by Sweet Day Supermarkets, home of the new Sweet Spot Burger.
Well, Desmond Jennings, who provided the Rays half of their offense last night with a solo blast, leads off the bottom of the 1st, and he looks at a fastball. That's in for strike 1. Jennings, Upton, and Zobrist. Desmond now with 8 home runs on the year. There's a ground ball headed up the middle, backhanded by Quintanilla. Throw to first is in time to get Jennings. Quintanilla, the second baseman, ranging to his right.
Boy, that was a hard-hit ground ball that looked like it was destined for center field, and Quintanilla gets there. But now you better stop and throw in a hurry because Desmond's coming up the line quick, and they just do get him.
Now B.J. Upton swinging through the fastball, strike 1. B.J. coming off the home run last night, his 100th career home run, 10th of this season. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the approach of Chen is pretty easy. Right-handed hitters, it's fastball changeup. Lefties, it's fastball slide.
Foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, let's take a look on our Toyota inside look at the brother combinations who have accomplished what the Upton brothers have done. Some pretty good baseball families there. The Alomars, Roberto and Sandy Jr., the Boones, the Boyers, DiMaggio and Musial. There's a little foul ball. The count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. You beat the odds, just 1 son getting to the big leagues, but when you get a couple sons in the big leagues, you're really beating the odds. High pop foul. And in the case of the Boones, even more. I mean, you're looking at generation after generation after generation.
That's incredible. It really is. You think about, getting to the big leagues and someone else in the same family as a sibling. Yep. But then all of a sudden, your father, his father. Incredible.
And the shot to right field. Markakis toward the line. That's a fair ball, and he makes the catch to retire. B.J. Upton, fastball, and 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Ben Zobrist. Ben starts the night at 248, 261, right-handed. Pitch is a strike. In the game, Chen pitched against the Rays here at the Trop on the first day of June. They got him for 5 runs, all in the first inning. Foul ball, 0-2. They got 5 runs, 5 hits off him in the first. He wound up pitching 2 outs into the 6th inning of that game and gave the Rays nothing the rest of the way. A couple of walks, and that was it. There's a shot past Reynolds, a dive by the first baseman, and a base hit into right field. An 0-2 pitch, and Zobrist hits the fastball into right.
Now, Ben Zobrist gave himself a chance there. Instead of swinging through this pitch, it was away from him. He just tried to put the ball in play right here. Look at that. Just a flat little short swing. And look what happens. Well, that's why you'd love to see the Rays as a team try to cut down on the strikeouts. You know, it's obviously August. They are who they are. But boy, oh boy, when you put the ball in play, you give yourself a chance, and that's all Ben did there was stick the bat out, finds a hole.
Well, here's Exhibit A for that.
Right.
Jeff Keppinger stepping in.
Absolutely.
He puts the bat on the ball almost every time, and he's hitting .322. Over to first, and Zobrist is back in. And Keppinger against lefties. His whole career he's been outstanding. This year, .426 against left-handed pitching. And a great contact man. Pitch is a strike. Ben has been caught 8 times, 12 steals on the year. One ball, one strike. Baltimore scored a run in the first, taking advantage of a leadoff walk drawn by Nick Markakis. It was later singled home by Matt Wieters. Jennings grounded out. Upton hit a fly ball to right, caught. Base hit by Zobrist. Keppinger hits it on the ground to short. Loved by Hardy, and the toss to Quintanilla for the force. We're through 1-0 Baltimore.
Rays 1-0. Tonight's game is available in Espanol via SAP, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida.
Middle game of this series between the Rays and the Orioles. Rays 6-4 against Baltimore this year and 3-1 against them here at the Trop. Nate McLeod will lead it off here for Baltimore. He was just added to their roster. He's been playing at their AAA affiliate Norfolk. He takes a look at a fastball that's in there for a strike. Well, formerly with the Pittsburgh Pirates over in the National League, and he shoots it into right center field. Pretty well hit. That ball's going to be off the wall. Cairns to Upton, and McLeod is in with a stand-up double in his first at bat wearing a Baltimore uniform. So McLeod, who made the All-Star team and won a Gold Glove for the Pirates in 2008, has a two-base hit. First time up tonight.
That shot right there, you could see that pitch leaked back out over the plate right down the middle. McLeod almost got it out of here.
Mark Reynolds. Reynolds, big power right-handed, hitting .207. For 4 last night. 3 strikeouts. The Orioles home run leader a year ago takes a fastball too low. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Cut and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out the runner at second, and the 1-2 to Reynolds. That looked very good right there. A fastball.
That ball was a fastball right down the middle of the plate. This is not down except the middle. That's strike 3.
Wow.
Come on.
We thought the strike zone and the plate got to be a little narrow. Well, now up and down. The strike zone is really getting small.
Cocktail napkin.
And now ball 3. 3-2. Quintanilla's on deck. He got him to chase that time out in front. And Reynolds is out on strikes. A couple extra pitches made there to get him, but he finally got him.
Yeah, changeup. Very good one. That's why Jeremy Hellickson, when he has that good changeup working, he doesn't have to be as fine with it. And he missed the spot there. But Mark Reynolds is swinging at the arm speed. Gets what he wanted.
There's Omar Quintanilla. And the first pitch is a strike to fastball. It's 40 pitches already for Hellickson. He's 1 out into the 2nd inning. Doing on a turn back to second base. go. Ball made by the plate umpire Marquez. And the count is 0-2. Pitch is outside. Ball and 2 strikes. The Rays started the day a half game back of the Angels in the wild card race. Oakland atop, and then the Angels a game and a half back. The Rays and the Tigers a half game. There's a strike ball on the outside corner. Fastball, and Hellickson picks up the strikeout of Quintanilla.
I'll follow it right down that outside corner. Boom. Or not. Strike 3 anyway, Marquez.
How about that? It was a very tight plate in the first inning, side to side, and this one a little off the plate. That's a strike. Nick Markakis. Pitch is down, 1 ball and no strikes.
It'll be interesting to see how, as this game moves on, if Marquez stays as inconsistent as he's been here in the early going, because that's what gets frustrating, not only for the pitcher, but for the hitters. They're not quite sure what to swing at. As a pitcher, you're not quite sure where you can go to get a strike.
Line drive into center. That's going to go to Upton on 1 hop. McLeod will score on a solid single, and it's now 2-0.
Well, that ball was hit hard enough to B.J. Upton that I thought he had a play on McLeod at the plate, but he had a hard time getting it out of his glove. There was not a clean transition. This ball was smoked by Markakis, a low liner. And here's B.J. You got a shot here with McLeod just because of how hard this was hit. Watch him as he tries to get it out of his glove. Just cannot do it.
So a run batted in for Markakis, his 33rd. He has scored a run and has driven home a run in what is now a 2-0 game. Here's J.J. Hardy. Hardy cues it off the end of the bat. Foul. 1 strike. So 2 runs, 4 hits now, surrendered by Hellickson. Jeremy with 4 strikeouts and a walk. Oakland and Toronto played their 2nd consecutive extra inning game. And that game is just over. Ground ball back of third, fair. Roberts to Zobrist. They get the force there on Markakis on a nice pickup by Roberts. 2-0, middle of the 2nd, Baltimore.
2-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Tomorrow is a special concert after the Rays Sunday afternoon game. It is part of a family fun day. The Wiggles are going to be in concert with Hot Potato and Getting Strong. And also, guys, every fan that attends the game tomorrow will be eligible to go on the field. There's no run the bases tomorrow. They're going to have a big open set for the Wiggles fans to go on the field tomorrow after the Rays and the Orioles game. Go to RaysBaseball.com for ticket information. Back to you.
Here tonight, we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Baltimore with a couple of runs, one in the first and one in the second. Here's Carlos Pena leading off and bounding one down to first. Reynolds makes the pickup and the play unassisted. One pitch, one out. Well, last night in Oakland, a 15-inning game went to Oakland 5-4 over Toronto. And today they played 11 innings with Toronto winning 3-1. The go-ahead run scored in the 11th on a throwing error by George Gutierrez, the catcher. Sean Rodriguez, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It would appear that he'll get a little playing time with Kurt Suzuki dealt to Washington. It's a soft liner and it's caught by J.J. Hardy. 2 gone. Well, the American League East now updated. The Rays 6 back of New York. And over in the wild card, Oakland and the Angels. Right now, the leaders in the wild card, the Rays and the Tigers, a half game back of the Angels for that second spot in the wild card. Sam Bull takes the pitch wide. Sam hitting 7th and playing right field. And Chen throws him a strike. It's 1-1.
Chen, another one of those pitchers that does not waste any time. Get the ball, get right back up on the mound, ready to go.
And shot foul. That's the other way, down toward the bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wei-Yin Chen out of Taiwan. Signed, the Orioles signed him this past January. Misses inside with a fastball. It's 2-2. Hold is out on strikes. First strikeout posted by Chen. We go to the third. 2-0 Baltimore. local Southern Ford dealers. By Subway Restaurants, play hard, eat fresh. And by Buddy's Home Furnishings. On to inning 3. Orioles with a run in the first, a run in the second. Chris Davis will open the inning, then Adam Jones and Matt Wieters. Davis struck out his first time. He missed a pitch away. Pitch is down. The Rays started the day 6.5 back in the east of New York, but Felix Hernandez got his 10th win as Seattle beat the Yankees 1-0 in New York. Davis out in front of a changeup. It's 1-1. Yankees had 2 hits in that shutout. It's fouled out of play. 1-2. Hernandez now 10-5. Corona the loser. He's 10-8. Felix Hernandez going the distance, allowing 2 hits and 2 walks, and winning that game 1-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit ground ball. It's going to go through to the right of Pena and out of the reach of the diving Zobrist. A leadoff single for Chris Davis.
Now that was just a case of mislocation by Jeremy Hellickson. He missed. It was down, but Chris Davis, that powerful stroke, wanted away, and watch this ball comes back down and in, and he's able to hit it hard enough to get it by 2 diving Rays. Very small window to squirt that ball through.
Here's Adam Jones. And a foul ball off Jones' foot. Down he goes.
Yeah. That is solid. That ball moving in, and Jones taking a strong rip at it. He got himself good. Oh man, right off the shin.
There's another look. Well, there's not much to absorb that shock except the shin bone. Adam Jones shakes it off. Pitch is low. It's 1-1. Hellickson 5-2 lifetime against this Baltimore club. Ground ball shortstop. Rodriguez to Zobrist 1, first base 2. Adam Jones grounds into a double play. 6-4-3.
Well, number 7 on the year for Jeremy Hellickson. That was a big one. Davis getting that hit. Adam Jones, who's had success off Jeremy in the past. And right here, he hits into about as routine as you get for a double play.
Now Matt Wieters. Pitch is down to him. Neither one of these pitchers tonight, Chen nor Hellickson, what you would consider ground ball pitchers. And a double play now and then comes in handy.
You have that knack for making the proper pitch in the proper spot. You know, I mean, it's not about having a ton of sink, but you know, you set a guy up. That was just a case of keeping the fastball down. And Adam Jones did the rest, pounded it right in the ground.
2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, Jeremy Hellickson, at least for the foreseeable future, is probably never going to be a ground ball pitcher. Yeah, he may have a year where he gets an inordinate amount of ground balls, but because of the way his changeup works and the fastball is not a huge sinker, he's going to get a lot of guys, you know, off balance out in front, and those lead to those little weak pop-ups. That's why you see his BIP so low, because guys make bad contact off of him. He really is one of those pitchers that does a great job of messing with the hitter's timing in order to get outs.
And Chen's ground ball rate is less than Hellickson's. Pitch inside. 3-1. Base is empty now with 2 gone. Rays have no runs and a hit to 2 off Chen. Roller, that's a foul ball bounding down the first base side.
He'll have 19 ground ball outs tonight.
Of course. The count 3-2 on Wieters. And he walked him. It's a fastball just off the plate. Hellickson hoping to get that called and was actually walking down off the mound.
Well, this one's going to be borderline on that inside corner. You see that ball just took off just a touch. See, just a hair off. I think where that gets frustrating is you could probably throw that same pitch right now and get a call to strike.
Here's Benamid. He fouls an opening fastball out of play. Strike 1. Pitch inside, it's 1-1. Well, Hellickson 63 pitches in this game right now. Breaking ball is foul, so it's now 1-2. Hellickson averaged a little over 15.5 pitches an inning a year ago, and that's been higher this year. That pitch per inning count.
About a pitch and a half more, but that's actually been starting to come down a little bit. He was way up there over 17, now down in the upper 16s.
Because he's been more like himself in recent times.
Well, you remember early in the year when he introduced the cutter, it was just too many, and in, you know, spots where he would normally never throw that pitch, or you would want to throw it.
Runner takes off, the pitch, called the ball, and the throw not in time. Wieters has a stolen base here, his second of the year.
Well, at least this one was contested. This ball away. Molina up with the throw quickly, but Wieters able to get that right leg in. Second stolen base tonight.
And I think Hellickson thought he might have had a strike there on Betamit. So Wieters with his second steal of the game. It's actually his third steal of the year. He's 3 of 3 now, and 2 tonight. And a base hit into right field, charged by Fold. Wieters will try to score. The throw to the plate. They're going to get him. He's out at the plate. Sam Fold to Molina, and Molina put the tag on him. That's a base hit for Betamit. Fold charging that ball in right field. Gave it all he had with the throw to the plate to cut down Wieters. It's still 2-0 Baltimore. Cut down Wieters trying to score. That's our Home Depot doing more on defense.
Well, after watching this throw by Sam Fold, I've got a bone to pick with him, and that is, why did you go to third to try to get Adam Jones in the first and not home to get Markakis? That was a hose. That was right on the money. Exactly what the Rays needed. A little jolt here. Keep the Orioles off the board and get in there. Get the offense going. Great play by Sam Fold.
And if there's anybody who's going to give the Rays a jolt, it would not surprise you if that would be Sam Fold, because that's the way he approaches the game. He plays hard all the time and made a big play right there, because the way the Rays offense has been lining up, there's a big difference between this being a 2-run game and a 3-run game. And here's Ryan Roberts taking a first pitch strike from Wei-Yin Chen. Pitch is a strike. 0-2. Roberts 0 for 3 last night, facing the lefty here tonight. He fouls it back. Chen's fastball at times up around 94. That last one was 94. Foul ball. Molina next, and then the top of the order, Jennings. And Roberts is out on strikes. He was out in front.
That was an impressive changeup there by Chen. Really good arm speed after those back-to-back fastballs at 94, 93, and then he gives you this, 85, and you see Ryan Roberts a little bit early.
Now Jose Molina comes in with an average of 184 for home runs and 16 runs batted in for Molina. Ground ball headed toward the middle, shaded. There's Quintanilla behind the bag. So Molina is out 4-3.
Well, the Tampa Bay Times is adding hundreds of new subscribers each week. Join them with a subscription to Tampa Bay's favorite newspaper. Call 877-THE-TIMES or visit tampabay.com/Rays offer. Come with us around the corner, around the globe.
Desmond Jennings. He looks at a fastball wide. 1 ball, no strikes. Cutting a miss. Fastball. Big swing by Jennings. The count is 1-1. There's the strike. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The tap off the mound. Chen. He fires to first, low and dug out by Reynolds. He threw a sinking fastball over to Reynolds, and Jennings is out of there, pitcher first. Ball game heads into the 4th. We're through 3. 2-0 Baltimore. The 4th inning, and it's time for the AT&T trivia question. B.J. Upton and Justin Upton homered yesterday. And the question is, how many times have B.J. and Justin Upton homered on the same day? McLeod leads off, goes after the first pitch, bounds it to first. Pena with a toss to Hellickson. Well, 1 pitch, 1 out, and boy, Hellickson needs a few of those Jeremy's made 66 pitches through the first 3 innings. That's 31 pitches more than Chen.
When you look at the breakout, about 22 an inning or so, and Jeremy Hellickson with his stuff, more than capable of having a couple quick innings, and that would get him right back on track.
Our esteemed statistician Rick Odioso has just figured the time of possession in Baltimore leads it 2-1. 42 minutes for Baltimore, 21 for the Rays,
and only 2 runs to show for it. They're not doing a whole lot in the red zone.
So the Rays within a field goal of winning this thing. 1 strike to count. Mark Reynolds, the hitter. Angels leading the White Sox in the bottom of the 2nd at Chicago 4-1. Pitch is down. It's 1-1. Struck out on a changeup his first time. And he takes the off-speed pitch low for ball 2. The Rays do not have a shift on for Reynolds, but they shade him to pull the ball. You can see the infield there. Outfield about straight away, but the infield pulled around. And he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Off a changeup again. Marquintanilla is on deck. Now 3-1. Zobrist does move to the shortstop side of second base. So officially the shift is now on. And a swing and a miss. 3-2. Strikeouts tonight by Hellickson. He's given up 2 runs, 6 hits, a couple of walks. 4 men have been left on base in the first 3 for Baltimore. And there's a walk. 1 on, 1 out.
Well, the summer is heating up, and the Rays have a 6-pack ticket offer just for you. Rays Summer Select 6-pack enables you to select seats and games you want to attend, starting at just $48. Visit RaysBaseball.com or call 888-FAN-RAYS today.
Marquintanilla settling in there in the batter's box. Was called out on strikes his first time. First pitch is a fastball down. 1-0. The Rays have the Orioles in again tomorrow afternoon. Monday's a day off, and then the Blue Jays are in Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday afternoon. Then the Rays have another lengthy road trip involving the West Coast. It starts in Minnesota, then goes to Seattle and Los Angeles to play the Angels again. Runner takes off. The pitch, bounding ball, first base side. Quintanilla is tagged by Pena, and Reynolds advances to second base. So the Orioles have had runners all over the place. They've had men in scoring position now in every inning. They had Wieters thrown out at the plate by Sam Fold in the 3rd. And Nick Markakis will be up here. He opened the game with a 9-pitch walk and scored the first run. Then in the 2nd inning, he singled home Nate McLeod to make it 2-0.
Well, and you want to be careful here with Markakis. You see the risk tonight. Baltimore 3 out of 6. A lot of that damage with 2 outs. But Markakis, who had a very good at-bat his first time up, saw a lot of pitches and then smoked one to center field last time he was up.
The pitch is a fastball away. Markakis taking it.
Let him do that all day. Worried about Markakis bunting here. Bunt's not going to score a run.
Always surprised to see that.
Yeah, you just give up a pitch. What if that was a center cut fastball?
There's a strike. 1-1. I mean, what is the point of that?
If you're not going to do it, and if you are going to do it, why in this situation?
But why?
I don't know. Why have the Rays failed on bunt attempts 10 times with 2 strikes?
Yep.
No team's done that in 30 years, 40 years.
Pitch is down. Here's Markakis, who has spent the better part of his career down in the order. A guy who likes to drive in runs, and now leading off since he's come off the DL. He's been very good. But he's got a chance to maybe drive a guy in. I'm surprised. I mean,
you should be. You absolutely should be.
He's certainly capable of driving in runs.
Well,
now he's ahead 3-1.
How often have we referenced him as a doubles machine?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy 40 doubles a year. Just mark it down.
Three balls and a strike. And there's ball 4. So Hellickson kept it away from him and walks him. 2 walks in the inning. First and second, and the hitter's J.J. Hardy. Well, Hardy up here, 2 men on and 2 men out. Pitch is inside. Change up to start Hardy. Hardy officially 0 for 2. Get into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Down to third on a good pickup by Roberts at third. There's a strike, a fastball in the zone, that is. The pitch a little bit away, and the count is 1-1. Now 4 out of 21 with a home run off Hellickson in his career. Hellickson shooting that outside corner, missed. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball picked up by Rodriguez, and they feed to second. A little backhanded toss is too late and too high. Rodriguez got to the ball to keep it from going through into center field, and the bases are going to be loaded.
Well, that's the victory. J.J. Hardy trying to get that ball into the outfield grass and drive in a run here. And Sean Rodriguez not about to let that happen. This would have been gravy right here, the flip. And maybe if that ball is a little bit further down, maybe they get it. But just to keep it there, small victory there. It gives the Rays an opportunity to still get out of this inning, not having given up a run.
So the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Chris Davis will be the hitter. The Orioles continue to pile up base runners. 7 hits and 4 walks. We're not out of the 4th inning yet.
Only 2 runs.
Yep.
And you know what? If you're able to keep them at just 2 runs after all of that, be thrilled.
Jim Hickey on the telephone. So we're going to start to get some action. Here's Davis. And he strokes one into right center for a base hit. Reynolds scores. Markakis heads to the plate. He scores. The throw's to third, not in time. Base hit for Davis on the first pitch. And the Orioles break through with a couple here to make it 4-0.
Alan Davis, who had come into this ball game and after his first at bat was 1 for 9 with 6 strikeouts against Jeremy Hellickson. Got a base hit last time on a fastball down and in, and then a curveball middle of the plate down. He's able to rope that out into right center field and knock in 2 more.
So with 2 outs, 2 runs have scored. 2 men remain aboard at first and third. J.P. Howell is up in the bullpen for the Rays. Jim Hickey spending some time on the mound to give Howell a few extra tosses. He really just started to throw and is still just throwing from the front of the mound. Adam Jones will be the hitter. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 4 walks. The 2 walks in this inning have scored. In fact, 3 of the 4 runs scored as a result of the walk. And here's Jones, Adam Jones. And that's a strike. Here's the other interesting note. All 4 of the runs have scored with 2 men out tonight. The 1-strike pitch. Fouled away. 0-2. Jones singled to center field off a curveball in the first and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. That was in the third. Right now, Hellickson is ahead of him, 2 strikes. A little looper. That's Zobrist to his left and shallow right, making the catch. 2 more runs score. We go to the home half of the 4th. 4-0 Baltimore. Is going to lead it off. Then Zobrist and Keppinger. Let's get the answer to our AT&T trivia question. How many times have BJ and Justin Upton homered on the same day? And I'm going to say more than you might think. How about that? 13 times they've done that. 10 since the start of 2011. And let's check in with Laura for more on that.
Thank you, Dwayne. And yes, both Upton brothers homering last night for the 100th time. Now, of course, Twitter loved this, and everybody got involved, including Joe Madden, who said congratulations to the Upton family. He felt like their parents were probably really loving that moment, and I'm sure they were. Now, I checked it out, and neither Justin nor BJ have tweeted about this, so they're a little quiet. Maybe they're being humble, and maybe they just don't like Twitter that much. Dwayne and BA, I know you can understand that.
And what did she mean by that?
You know what? Let me tell you how much time you have. She's right on the money.
Well, here we go to the bottom of the fourth, and BJ leads it off, swinging through the first pitch. Strike one.
I mean, let's be honest. Some of the nonsense that comes out of the booth.
Yep.
Really, a Twitter account?
Oh. Well.
No one could possibly think that's a good idea.
There's a ground ball deep short. Hardy makes the pickup and the throw to first to get BJ. And that's the first out. Well, you're probably right about that, you know, and there are some college football programs saying nothing good can come of that.
Yeah, well, what was it? Bo Pelini in Nebraska said, what young kid or anybody really, and their random thoughts being thrown out there for the world to see, what good could possibly come of that?
Yeah, and we have enough random thoughts coming out of this booth.
That's right. And that's why the executives, even though they want us, and we have the meetings, they would love to have us on Twitter. At the end of the day, I think it's a wise move that we're not.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. There are fake Twitter accounts.
Yeah. I think I have one.
Yeah, me too. You to Facebook? It's not mine. Somebody out there made one. And
it's great.
The good thing is I do keep in touch with my family that way. They think they're talking to me, and it all works out.
Well, apparently you haven't offended him yet, or whoever hasn't, so good for you.
Well, they haven't called my phone lately, so maybe I did.
Yeah, mine's been quiet lately, too.
Yeah, so
this thing used to buzz all game long. Nothing.
We used to hear from our mothers and say, hey, how
lots of other people.
Yeah,
I know.
Not now. I bet that's what happened. Those fake Facebook and Twitter accounts were in trouble. Even we don't have one. Base hit the other way. Zobrist is aboard for the second time. The Rays have 2 hits, and Ben has both of them.
Now Chen continues to work Ben away. This was a breaking ball. Look how far off the plate that is. And Ben just is able to go reach out to, because it stays up. Little pause, kept his hands back, and just flips that ball out into right field.
Jeff Keppinger over to first. Zobrist back in. There's a strike. Count is 1-1. Keppinger waiting for the 0-1 delivery from Chen. And a line drive base hit into center field. Upton makes a turn. He'll hang on at second. Throw back there by Jones. So with 1 out, the Rays trying to make a little noise. Back-to-back base hits.
Now Keppinger, 426 coming into the game off lefties. Now 1 out of 2. Another mistake there by Chen. Up and out over the plate, and Keppinger just plays Pepper in center field. Nice stroke out there, and the Rays now with 2 aboard. Looking to try to cut into this Oriole lead.
Carlos Pena on his way to the plate. 2 on, 1 out.
Well, with Carlos on his way, let's go ahead and get a promo. Tonight's game and all season long, Tires Plus will donate $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Time to spare.
So here's Carlos. He went after the first pitch his first time and grounded out. And the first pitch he takes this time away for a ball. Pena came into the game 1 out of 3 against Chen. He's trying to chip away at a 4-run deficit. We're in the bottom of the 4th. right side foul. 1-1. J.P. Howell is back up in the Rays bullpen. J.P. was up in the top half of this inning, getting loose. Jeremy Hellickson has pitched 4 innings and has made 88 pitches tonight. Takes a fastball down. 2-1. Well, Upton was retired on a good play by Hardy, the shortstop, ahead of the base hit the opposite way by Zobrist. Keppinger took a liner into center field for a base hit. 2-1 the count to Carlos Pena. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Hancock Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. The Hancock Bank Club features an upscale menu and inclusive drink options. For tickets and more information, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com.
Carlos now back in the batter's box.
Oh,
time call. It was time for dessert in the Hancock Bank Club.
Well, look. Forget it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is popped foul. That's going to carry back and into the upper deck. Out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on. And a cut and a miss. Pena missed the fastball. So he's out on strikes for the second out of the inning. 3rd strikeout for Chen. So it'll be up to Sean Rodriguez if the Rays are to take advantage of their first scoring threat of the night. Chin leaves the pitch too high. Ball, no strikes. Chin slowing his pace here in the 4th with men on base. Pitch is popped up. Foul ball. Wieters makes the catch. And the Rays threaten but do not score, leaving 2. On to the 5th. 4-0 Baltimore.
Orioles lead the Rays 4-0. Let's take a look at tonight's Buick GMC Player Spotlight. Consecutive scoreless innings. And look at that. Top 5 in Major League Baseball. Active streaks. You've got 3 Tampa Bay Rays. Matt Moore, with his effort last night, was able to sneak into that top 5. J.P. Howell, who's out on the mound right now, and Fernando Rodney leading the way with 20 consecutive scoreless innings. Outstanding. That's the way this pitching staff has been rolling lately, starters and relievers.
Yep. And J.P. Howell will come in to replace the Rays starter tonight, Jeremy Hellickson. You can see the numbers on J.P. He has been very, very good in this stretch. And as we mentioned last night, this bullpen's gone through a stretch of 43 innings, allowing 2 earned runs for a 0.42 ERA.
Hard to believe. Really hard to believe.
And then a little earlier tonight, Hellickson working 4 innings and making 88 pitches. First pitch into Wieters. It's a fly ball in the center. BJ waits for it to come down and makes the catch. How about the line on Hellickson? All 4s and 8s. 88 pitches, 4 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks.
Well, it's better than the 2s and 1s that we had in Washington. That got out of hand. Well, you know what? This is one of those situations, though, where the team, obviously, the Rays are down 4-0, but that bullpen, this is where you need them to continue throwing the ball as well as they have and give that offense an opportunity.
Yep. Pitch now to Wilson Betemit is a strike. And here's an area where so many teams are still looking for quality relievers. It's important, if you get down by a few runs, to stop the opposition.
Absolutely.
And give your team a chance then to catch up or maybe overtake a club and overcome a deficit. 2 strikes.
And
there aren't many staffs with that kind of depth in a bullpen.
No, because so often long men are failed starters. You know, they're guys that are out there just to eat up innings. You hope that they're quality innings, but they're trying to take a bullet for the team where, you know, the Rays run out guys. If you could start with J.P. Howell and you could go with Burt Badenhop, imagine a couple runners on base, you know, a guy that you want to hit into a ground ball double play, and you go right on down the line to Fernando Rodney. And all of those relievers, all 7 of those relievers are capable of being 8th, 9th inning guys, given the right situation. You got guys like J.P. Howell and Wade Davis, Burt Badenhop that can eat up multiple innings.
There's a strike call, and Betemit is out. 2 up, 2 down in quick fashion. It makes the point.
A backdoor breaking ball there on Wilson Betemit, catching that outside corner. 2 quick outs. That's the thing, you know, J.P. Howell's, you know, has experience closing. Kyle Farnsworth, of course, was a closer last year. What Rodney's doing. Jake McGee can pitch late.
First pitch strike to McLeod.
Wade Davis is a guy you wouldn't, you know, if you had to bring him in a late inning situation. Badenhop to try to get you a ground ball double play. And Peralta, he's done it before too.
That's a strike. JP comes in throwing strikes.
Quality.
6 out of his first 7 pitches in there for strikes. And the pitch swung on and missed. So McLeod is out of there on 3 pitches. 2 strikeouts for Howell. 4-0 Baltimore.
the Orioles lead the Rays heading to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jose Molina due up 3rd in this inning. He did something 1 year ago today that has happened once since the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens. Jose Molina hit a triple.
It was kind of weird. I know hit the ball over, BJ's head. It's kind of not many people do that. I would just hit for one of those walls there in left center, and I just keep running. I mean, it could have been inside the ballpark, home run for any other, but I stopped in third base, so I could have go, but I stopped in third.
Molina did have 2 triples in the 2004 season. Joe Madden said before the game the chances of him hitting another triple on August the 4th 1 year later, 0%. Guys, back to you.
Sam Fuld will open the bottom of the 5th inning, followed by Roberts, and then Molina. And the first pitch to Sam. Ball 1. The Rays threatened in the 4th inning, got a couple of base hits, but left them aboard. Facing Chen, the left-hander. That's a strike. It's 1-1. Sam struck out swinging his first time, and behind in the count right now. Ground ball by the mound and through into center field. Sam Fuld aboard, trying to spark the Rays here in the 5th inning.
We've seen a couple of those from Chen, trying to make a quality pitch with 2 strikes and just leaving a ball up, elevated, where a Rays hitter has a chance. Ben Zobrist earlier in the game. Now right here, Sam Fuld just looking to protect here. 2 strikes. He gets a ball. Away is fine, but the ball was up and away. And you see Sam's able to reach out there, get the barrel to it. He hits it hard enough to get it into center field. Leadoff hit from a disruptor. Right kind of guy on base.
Ryan Roberts in the batter's box. Chin struck him out on a changeup. Came in the 3rd in his first at bat. Roberts fouls one back, a fastball. That's a strike. 3 strikeouts. No walks allowed by Chen. All the Rays base runners have hits. Somers 2 singles. Keppinger with a base hit. Now Fuld with a single. One strike to count on Ryan Roberts. It's down. 1-1. The only scoring opportunity for the Rays came in the 4th. This is the first time they put the leadoff man on base in any inning tonight. And a chop back to the mound. Chen looks to second, but his play's at first, and he gets Roberts there. Fuld safely in at second.
No, in essence, it was a bunt there by Ryan Roberts. Moves Sam Fuld up. Breaking ball here that Roberts is going to reach for. Once it's chopped into the ground, that high bounce, no way you're going to get Sam Fuld.
Well, here's Jose Molina. Hitting 183. And the pitch is a strike. Won the count. And that pitch is up. 1-1. Runner at second base is Sam Fuld. It's 2-1. Rays have been out hit in this game 8-4, and they have yet to score, down 4-0. Jim coming off a good outing his last time against Oakland. It was after the Rays had beaten him 3-1. There goes a man trying to steal third, and Fuld is out at third base. Sam Fuld trying to steal third base is cut down, with Bettamy taking the throw from Wieters.
Well, that's a situation where if you're going to steal third in this situation, down by 4, you had better easily get in there. You do not want to be giving up outs right now on the bases, especially when you're already in scoring position. Trying to make a comeback in this game. Sam was out by plenty.
Now Molina fouls one back. It's out of play, and the count is full.
I mean, at the end, that run doesn't mean anything. You're going to have to put something together. You're out in scoring position. Take a couple cracks at it. Try to drive a runner in. You understand the aggressiveness. It's an aggressive team, especially on the base paths, but a little too much there.
Three and two, the count to Molina. The fastball up, he fouls it. We'll see another 3-2 pitch. Yeah, they always say, the old adage, you don't make the first or third out at third base, but in this situation, you don't want to make any outs at third base while you're on the bases.
Yep.
3-2 is popped up right side. Reynolds, the first baseman, makes the call and the catch, and that will retire the side after the leadoff base hit. Through 5, 4-0 Baltimore. Onto the 6th inning, and it's time for the Just for Men Keep Your Edge Spotlight. Right in the middle of that spotlight, Fernando Rodney with a major league leading 32 saves. Just as Fernando Rodney gives the Rays the edge, you can keep your edge with Just for Men mustache and beard. Rodney 32 out of 33 in the save department. Ray's going to have to score some runs to give him another opportunity tonight. They're down 4-0. J.P. Howell was very good in the 5th inning. It was an 8-pitch inning. And here's Mark Reynolds. Reynolds, Quintanilla, and Marquez due up. Pitch is high. Reynolds walked with 1 out in the 4th inning. scored the first of 2 runs in that game. All 4 runs charged to Hellickson. He walked 4, and 3 of them were turned into runs by Baltimore. 1-1 to count. Texas has beaten Kansas City. That's a 4-2 final. Scott Feldman evens his record at 6-6. 2 balls and a strike. JP's pitch. That's a strike call. 2-2 right now. They started the day 6.5 back of New York. Baltimore 7.5 back. Yankees were 2 hit by Seattle. A swing and a miss. Reynolds out on strikes. Let's check in with Todd.
Dwayne, our Ottaway text poll question is about the Yankees and the AL East. How many wins do you think it will take to win the AL East this year? TB1, you got 89 to 91. TB2, 92 to 95. TB3, 96 or more. Text your votes to 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply today. The Yankees losing, so the Rays only 6 back as the night starts, guys.
All righty, and here's Quintanilla with bases empty and 1 out. Pitch is high. Ball and no strikes. There's a strike. Pitch is foul back. Out of play it goes, and the count is 1-2. And strike 3 call. Quintanilla caught looking. 4 strikeouts now for J.P. Howell. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts since he has come on. Well, in that Seattle win over New York, Mariners got a run in the 2nd inning. Carp driving in John Jaso. Felix Hernandez took care of the rest, winning his 10th game, 10-5, and limiting the Yankees to just the 2 hits and a couple walks. It's Nick Markakis. Little roller down to 3rd. And the throw to first from Roberts. 1-2-3 again against J.P. Howell. Bottom of the 6th coming. 4-0 Baltimore.
6th inning, trailing the Orioles 4-0. This is just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, to look forward to Miller Time later in tonight's game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
And the photo op.
How about that?
Miller Time.
Perfect timing. Enjoy.
The Rays come into bat in the bottom of the 6th. They're going to have the top of the order. So here's Desmond Jennings, and he takes a strike. Chen through 5 had made only 65 pitches. A ground ball outs for Jennings, and here's a ground ball to third. He's out on 2 pitches. He's grounded out to second. Pitcher first, and now third to first. Jay Upton on his way to the plate. The pitch is a strike. BJ 0 for 2. Burke Badenhop is throwing now in the Rays bullpen. 1-1. BJ with that home run last night, becoming only the 8th player in Major League history to reach 100 home runs and 200 stolen bases before the age of 28. He'll be 28 later on this month. That's 2.5 weeks away. One out. Base is empty. Chen takes a little stroll back of the mound. He was all set to make the next pitch, and Alfonso Marquez granted time to Upton, and so Chen decided to turn that into a little stroll behind the mound. And a line drive base hit into right field. Upton collects his first hit, and for the Rays, hit number 5.
Well, BJ, a nice job here. Good 2-strike approach off Chen. Ball down and away. You see the head down. Take that ball right to right field. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's nice form right there for Upton with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, that was not a bad pitch by Chen either. It was down. It was away. Better job of hitting by BJ.
Pitch now to Ben Zobrist, covered up by Wieters. Ben 2 for 2. Chen does from time to time give up the long ball. He's allowed 16 home runs, and 11 of those to right-handed hitters. Upton jumping away from first, and he draws the throw. So far tonight, the Rays have 5 hits, and they've all been singles off the left-hander Wei-Yin Chen. Pitch away. Miss on the fastball. Fastball at 93. We've seen him at 94 tonight.
He's been able to crank up the velocity, you know, pitching around 90, 91, but saves a little bit. That was a situation where you know, Ben Zobrist, good fastball hitter. You're down in the count 2-0. You're going to throw a fastball, so you hump up. He's able to get it by him.
2-1. It's fouled away.
And Ben upset with himself. He went out of the strike zone to go after that fastball. Didn't want to let this one get by, but unfortunately it was up and out of the zone. Best he could do was foul it off, and now Chen back to even.
Yeah, that was a a situation where you're thinking maybe you could get a couple runs in a hurry, but you chase it.
Well, that's what happened last inning, except on the base paths. The Rays chasing runs, trying to get back into this, and Sam Fuld thrown out at third, trying to steal.
The left-hander to first. BJ is back in.
Well, here's the deal. In this game right here, bottom of the sixth now, the Rays, the offense is going to have to put something together, sustain. Can't be a pot shot here, a pot shot there. They're going to have to put together some consecutive at-bats to climb back into this game. More than capable of doing it. But running out of time.
2-2. Silvers fouls it. The count holds right there. Ben had 2 hits last night, 2 out of 3. All of that came against the right-handed starter, Tommy Hunter. Now the 2-2, and he takes ball 3. Full count. Chin has not walked anybody in this game. This is the second 3-ball count he's had. He went 3-2 to Molina, who popped out in the 5th. Now he's 3-2 to Zobrist. Ben pops it into shallow center. Jones coming in and makes the catch. The ball high enough to give Jones time to come straight in. 2 outs.
Well, for all the latest updates on your Tampa Bay Rays, log on to TampaBay.com. From the diamond to the clubhouse, we bring you the in-depth news, stories, and scores 24 hours a day only at TampaBay.com, powered by the Tampa Bay Times.
Here's Jeff Keppinger. Keppinger had a base hit in the 4th inning. He and Zobrist put base hits back-to-back, but they were stranded. Lob to first this time, and Upton back in. Upton at least drawing the attention of Chin. Way high. Runner takes off. The pitch is a strike, and the throw not in time. A stolen base for Upton. It actually hit Upton. The throw hit BJ. He's in with his 20th stolen base.
Well, BJ got a great jump. Wieters had to throw that ball from his knees, and that smoked BJ. BJ saying he's fine. First movement, he's gone. Here's the throw. Catches him right on that right shoulder, look like.
Yep.
Knocks that ball straight to the ground.
On the count to Keppinger. Pops it foul. That's out of play. So the Rays steal their way into scoring position. BJ is now 20 out of 25 in that department. The Jennings-Upton combination good because of the speed. The on-base percentage for both just a little over 3. 308 from Jennings and 302 from BJ. The speed is a positive. Pitch is down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here Upton swiping a bag, now in scoring position.
Think about it. If these guys can work in concert and get things going offensively with that kind of speed out on the base. Oh, well, of course. And then you've got pitchers worried about them. Maybe more fastballs. It's definitely one way or the other going to benefit the hitters behind them.
2-2. And a fly ball toward left center field. McLeod is there, though, and makes the catch. No runs, a hit, man left. We go to the 7th, 4-0 Baltimore. Scored in the very first inning on the base hit by Matt Wieters, scoring Nick Markakis. Came back with a run in the second inning. Markakis driving in Nate McLeod. Then 2 runs in the 4th, coming on a base hit by Chris Davis. That scored Mark Reynolds and Nick Markakis. So Markakis has been right in the middle of 3 of those 4 runs scored. And we'll go to the 7th inning with Burke Badenhop taking over for J.P. Howell.
Well, Badenhop on for the 49th time. ERA of 3.35, 45 2/3 innings of work, just 11 walks.
J.J. Hardy. The first pitch to him is a strike. Well, J.P. Howell made 18 pitches, was absolutely perfect. Struck out 4, didn't walk anybody. Pitch is down and away. 1-1. Showalter looking on. His team coming in 55 and 51 on the year. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think Buck looked at this ball game too as a very important ball game for his team after having now slipped behind the Rays in the standings, and the prospect of facing David Price tomorrow, how difficult that's going to be.
That's a strike. Count is 2-2. And they've had 14 consecutive losing seasons. The Orioles won 98 games and 97. There's strike 3 call. Hardy caught looking. 9 strikeouts for Rays pitching tonight. 1 away here in the 7th. Now Chris Davis. Davis 2 out of 3 against Hellickson. Driving in 2 runs in the 4th inning. Pitch is outside, 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. Badenhop's last outing was Monday, and that extra inning game in Oakland. 1-2 now. Worked 2 innings Monday. Got a strikeout. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. And he's come in here throwing strikes tonight. Two pitch. Trying to bring that one in through the back door and missed. It's 2-2. Rays have attempted to mount a couple threats in the last 2 or 3 innings. Have nothing to show for it. Now a full count. 3-2. And a shot to right field. Gold is right there for it and makes the catch. Sam took a couple steps to his right, thought he might have to go back and realized, wait, I'm in the perfect spot right here, and he made the catch. 2 gone. That brings up Adam Jones. Jones is 1 for 3. First pitch, fly ball center. Upton is there to make the catch. 1-2-3. Go the Orioles in the 7th. 4-0 Baltimore.
Of the 7th inning, well, Tampa Bay's favorite kitty now has a bobblehead. Tomorrow, the Rays take on the Orioles as part of Family Fun Day, presented by the Tampa Bay Times. And the first 10,000 kids age 14 and under get a DJ Kitty bobblehead presented by Chevrolet. Then, stick around for the post-game concert with the Wiggles.
Our game moves into the bottom of the 7th inning here. Rays trail 4-0. And they'll have Pena, Rodriguez, and Bull due up here trying to get something started. against the Baltimore left-hander. Pena has grounded out and struck out tonight. The pitch is inside, 1-0.
The NFL is back, and Fox's preseason coverage begins on Thursday, August 16th, as the Bengals take on Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Then on Friday, August the 17th, Matt Stafford and the Lions head to Baltimore to square off against Ray Lewis and the Ravens. Coverage of both games begins at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox.
1-1 the count. Baltimore scored a run in the first. They got another run in the second. Added 2 runs in the 4th inning. And that's been it in the run department tonight. Pena takes ball 2. The Rays have been to first and second with 1 out in the 4th. Pena struck out. Rodriguez fouled out. Sam Fold opened the 5th inning with a base hit. Moved to second on a chopper. And then was caught trying to steal third for the second out before Molina popped out. Ball 3 with 1 out in the 6th. Upton singled, stole second, but stranded there when Zobrist hit a fly ball to center and Keppinger hit a fly ball to left. 3-1 the count to Carlos Pena. He fouls the fastball back. 3-2. Sean Rodriguez next, and then Sam Fold. And ball 4. Pitch up and in the first walk. Chin gives up a pass to Pena. The Rays get the leadoff man on for the second time tonight. Sean Rodriguez. Pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike. 1-1. Chin up to 90 pitches. He's been very good in the pitch count department. Pop up the bat of Rodriguez, and the shortstop Hardy calling for it. Short left field. That's the first out. Sam Fold. Sam looks at a strike. It's 4-run lead for Chin. Fairly unusual. They scored 6 runs for him in his last outing when he beat Oakland 6-1, but he's had to pitch with a lot of low run support this year. 9-6 coming into this game. He's ahead of Fold now. This is his 22nd start, and over his last 14 the Orioles had scored 3 or fewer runs 9 of those 14 starts. Line drive caught by Hardy. A look to first, but no chance to double up Pena. 2 outs.
Oh, good 2-strike pitch there by Chen. That was a fastball that really took off up and in on Sam. Took it right into the handle that bat. You could hear it break the bat.
So here's Ryan Roberts. The pitch is a strike call. An 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Fastball. With 96 pitches for Chen, Darren O'Day is up in the bullpen for Baltimore. Two fastball foul right back into the screen. Chopper foul, third base side. Still 2 strikes.
Well, there just has not been very many opportunities for the Rays in this game. Chen has done a nice job of limiting the opportunities, and then when he has gotten in trouble, been able to pitch his way out of it. Had a couple of runners on board in the 4th inning, back-to-back hits by Zobrist and Keppinger, but he was able to come back and strike out Carlos Pena on a fastball up, get out of that inning, and then, of course, the caught stealing at third.
And a swing and a miss. He got Roberts to chase a high fastball. So the Rays leave a man. They trail 4-0. The Rays took the first game of this series last night 2-0. They're down 4-0 as we go to the 8th inning tonight. 4 innings for Hellickson, 2 very good innings for Howell, and Badenhop is on. He pitched a perfect 7th inning, and here in the 8th, first pitch to Matt Wieters. It's a fastball, and he missed down with it. 1-0. Wieters with a run batted in tonight. It's 2-0. Rays have been out hit 8-5, have just 2 shots left. Cut the miss. Betamit on deck, then McLeod. Three and one. Ground ball over the mound, and right there back is second to shortstop, Sean Rodriguez. That is out number one, and we'll check in with Todd Cowles.
Dwayne, thanks. Coming up in the Rays Live post-game show presented by Checkers, we will hear from Joe Maddon with his thoughts after this one. We're also going to have Orestes Estrada with us. He's going to tell us about his favorite all-time giveaway in Rays history coming up tomorrow, and then we'll have interviews from the Rays clubhouse. Also, we can tell you that Evan Longoria wrapped up his night tonight in Durham. They're playing in the ninth, but he just batted in the eighth, 0 for 3, hit by a pitch, will not play tomorrow. Rays are going to reevaluate him on Monday. Joe Maddon said before the game, it's not a matter of his ability to run right now. They expect him to be limited, but it's about getting his timing back at the plate. And so far in rehab number 2, Longo is 3 for 22 with 3 singles and 9 strikeouts, guys.
Well, here's the next pitch to Betamit. The count is 1-1 to Betamit. Fly ball into left. Jennings is there, and he makes the catch. 2 gone. Well, the other side of the Evan Longoria situation, it just says not about his running. They expect that will be limited, and of course it would. But the other side of that, they have to be very careful and evaluate the legs' role in hitting.
I mean, everything starts. I mean, whether you're a pitcher, hitter, solid base, solid foundation, starts from the legs up. Everything. So you just wonder how much. It's going to be able to. I think it's the obviously the left hamstring. That's going to be a little bit easier than if it was the right with the twisting motion on that leg in the hitting motion, or, hitting mechanics. But still, I mean, there's certainly a certain amount of stress that's going to be coming through that hamstring on the way through the core up to the swing. So you just wonder if it's going to be a good, strong, aggressive swing, more of an upper body swing.
1-1. McLeod lines it toward right. That's going to fall for a base hit. His second hit of the night. 2 for 4. In his first appearance with Baltimore.
And there's something to be said, too, about, rehabbing in AAA and getting at bats down there, and then all of a sudden when the bright lights, big city, those get flipped on. You go down on a rehab assignment, because I've been on plenty of them as a pitcher, and those are nice, and they're night games, and you play in front of, nice crowds, but all of a sudden the big league stage comes, and the effort level seems to just creep up a little bit higher. It's different.
Mark Reynolds 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch is a strike. Well, there's a lot to be taken into consideration there. And as that old song, the old jingle goes, the hip bone's connected to the leg bone and all of that. And if you're not careful, you'll find one part of the body compensating for another part. You don't want to get into trouble there either.
No, absolutely. And that's why, the training staff will be on top of it.
There's a strike, 0-2.
Very accomplished group, and I'm sure that the reports are very detailed. I'm sure that that's something that you're going to have to stay on top of, and you're going to have to trust Evan's feedback of what his body's telling him.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be absolutely upfront and open door policy with this training staff for everything to work in unison.
A 2-strike count over to first. Well, the Rays training staff, you're right, is absolutely top-notch, and they give you the insight and the background as well as the effort. And you can understand how frustrating it would be for Evan.
Yeah.
And that's the challenge, too, to be completely honest with himself. There's a strike call. Reynolds caught looking. Second strikeout for Badenhop. 10th on the night for the Rays, who trail 4-0. Call it an evening. 100 pitches and 7 very good innings for the Baltimore left-hander. As we promised earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Well, Wei-Yin Chen was very, very good tonight's ball game, doing a nice job of pitching with the lead too. A lot of strikes, moving the ball up and down, in and out, changing speeds. Tonight was Chen at his very best, and this may be the best news for the Rays. It's him on the sidelines right now. Get into that bullpen. I can't imagine they're going to be any tougher.
Pedro Strop is the new pitcher. He throws hard, but the Rays, I think you're right, will gladly take their chances with somebody other than Chen. 46th appearance for Strop. And a base hit through the hole between short and third off the bat of Molina. Now Molina hit the fastball into left.
Well, that's how you get it started. Jose Molina pops this ball in the hole. Lineup rolls around to the top of the order here.
Well, in 3 of the last 4 innings now, the Rays have put the leadoff man on. And sooner or later, you would think something has to give. It's Andino, Robert Andino, in their third now. Jennings takes the pitch inside, 1-0. Jennings 0 for 3. 3 ground ball outs for Desmond. He pops it into shallow left center. Jones and McLeod in front of Jones makes the catch, and Jones is a little whirly bird as they crisscross out there.
Well, McLeod new to this Baltimore ball club. Obviously some communication issues on that particular play. Adam Jones, you can see him calling, McLeod calling, and
yeah, the Orioles get a little nervous when there's a crisscross like that involving Adam Jones. BJ fouling it back, strike 1. BJ behind in the count, 0-2. Chin worked 7, gave up no runs, 5 hits. Rays have a base hit here off Strop. Lucky Patton is up in the bullpen. Troy Patton throwing now. Ball, 2 strikes. Patton faced one hitter last night, struck out Matt Joyce. The 1-2. Ground ball. Shortstop Hardy with a pickup out at second. Throw to first. Safe there. Upton reaches on a fielder's choice. Molina cut down 6-4 for the second out.
This ball comes off the bat. Hardy range into his right. A quick toss over to Quintanilla. And then BJ just able to get in there ahead of the throw. Let's take a look. Very close.
Gives Ben Zobrist an opportunity to turn around a bat left-handed against the right-hander Strop. Ben takes ball 1. And 2 for 3 tonight. Two balls, no strikes. Couple of pitches pretty close. Texas beat Kansas City 4-2. Toronto beat Oakland 3-1. Ball 3 to Zobrist. Seattle on a 2-hitter by Hernandez. Beat the Yankees 1-0. Minnesota batting in the top of the 8th, trailing Boston 2-1. And ball 4. So a walk drawn by Zobrist. Upton moves up to second. 2 on with 2 out for Keppinger. Angels have a 5-3 lead in Chicago, top of the 7th on the White Sox. And the Tigers batting in the bottom of the 8th, leading Cleveland 6-0 in Detroit. First pitch to Keppinger is a slider, and it's in there for a strike. Again, 1-2.
Nasty. That was a you saw Keppinger start to pull out of there a little bit. That ball breaking down and away. This is where Keppinger goes into contact mode. Choke up, get a good look, give himself a chance.
And he's out on strikes. Boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
3 healthy sliders from Strop to Keppinger. On to the 9th, 4-0 Baltimore.
made by authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, we head to the ninth. The Rays trail the Orioles 4-0. Mosaic Company and the Rays are working together to end hunger through home runs for food. Each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $50,000 has been donated.
Wade Davis, the new pitcher for the Rays, as our game swings into the ninth inning. Hellickson, Howell, Badenhop, and now Wade Davis. Wade will face Omar Quintanilla to begin the ninth. Two perfect innings from J.P. Howell, 2 innings of 1 hit, 2 strikeout relief from Badenhop. And now Davis. Pitch is upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Quintanilla sends a fly ball to center. Up and back and makes the catch. Now Nick Markakis on his way to the plate. Jim Johnson, closer for the Orioles in the bullpen. Pitch from Wade is a strike. Well, at the start of the day, the division leaders in the American League, the Yankees, the White Sox, and the Rangers. Strike 2 to Markakis. Oakland and the Angels, the Los Angeles Angels, qualify for the wild card spots. The Rays and the Tigers started the day a half game back of the Angels in the battle for that second wild card position. Tigers lead the Indians, swing and a miss, and Markakis is out of there on a fastball.
Well, coming up on Rays Live, the pregame show tomorrow, presented by Gulf Coast Honda, Bark in the Park. You're going to want to tune into that. That's going to be an interesting endeavor here at Tropicana Field. Price, David goes for win number 15. I'll be breaking something down.
J.J. Hardy taking a strike. Right back. 0-2. Did he go? He did not, says Tom Hallian down at first. Hallian, the crew chief.
Let's take a look. Breaking ball. Not even close.
Davis delivers and a base hit. Fastball, and Hardy takes it into right. Caught a bit more of the plate than Davis or Molina wanted. So a 2-out single. The Orioles in double figures in hits. Chris Davis has 2 of the 10 hits. And the Rays put the shift on. They move Zobrist into shallow right. Roberts goes over to play what would be the second base spot. Sean Rodriguez stays on the the left side of the infield. Strike one. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Wade, the fourth pitcher for the Rays. Rays in the bottom of the ninth will lead off with Pena. Rodriguez and Bull two up. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Davis out on strikes. A dozen strikeouts for Rays pitching. 4-0. Baltimore leads. Tonight by 5-Hour Energy. 5-Hour Energy fixes tired fast. By Checkers, feast on. And by the 2012 GMC Sierra. It's our best Sierra ever. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning at Tropicana Field. Middle game of the series. Jim Johnson, the Baltimore closer, follows Chen and Stroke to the mound.
On for the 47th time, 31 out of 34 in saves, 42 and 2/3 innings of work, 26 strikeouts. Jim Johnson, more of a power sinker baller, gets a lot of weak contact, a lot of ground balls.
And Carlos Pena will be the first man to face Johnson here in the ninth inning. First pitch, and that's a fastball strike at 95. Pena is grounded out, struck out, and walked. Breaking ball in. 0-2. Will Rhymes is on deck. Sean Rodriguez do, but Rhymes will bat for him. And a chopper right side. Quintanilla with the throw to first. Quintanilla had a little trouble getting that one out of his glove. Made it a little closer than it would have ordinarily been. So Carlos Pena is out number one.
Yeah, and he had to come from a long way back, out there in that little bit of a shift and fumbling around for it. ends up becoming a closer play than you would have liked if you're Quintanilla. And you're probably not.
Here's Will Rhymes. Bat for Rodriguez. So after a brief stay at Durham, Rhymes back with the club.
Bingo.
First pitch to Rhymes and a chopper grabbed back of the bag at second by Hardy. Oh, he got it. Boy, a chopper over the mound, and Hardy dug it out back of the bag at second base and made the throw to first just to get Rhymes.
What a play by J.J. Hardy. We'll see here if he actually got him. It was bang, bang close. Actually off the glove of Johnson. Spin throw. Fully outstretched. Boy, it looked like maybe they did get him.
So 2 outs here in the Rays' ninth. Sam Fole. It's the pitch down and in. Well, the Rays got the combination shutout last night, the 11th of the staff. And now Baltimore on the verge of putting together a combination shutout tonight. The pitch is in there, 2-1. This would be the 5th shutout of the year for the Baltimore staff. Ground ball backhanded by Quintanilla. Throw to first. Fold is out of there, and this game is over. The Rays go down 1-2-3 on 3 ground balls in the 9th inning. Chin will pick up the win. He is 10-6. Hellickson suffers the loss now, 6-7. With 2 hours and 49 minutes to play this game before 20,612. The Orioles leave 8. The Rays leave 7. Baltimore with single runs in the first 2 innings and 2 runs in the 4th. Win this one 4-0 to even the current series at a game apiece. So again, the Orioles and the Rays with identical records of 56 and 51. Wrap up game of the series tomorrow. We'll be with you at 1 o'clock.